The search continues today for a teenage fisherman who went missing on Mott Lake. That's what's headlining our homepage right now on mynbcnews.com. And this is the Workplace Webcast for Thursday, May 3rd. I'm Jared Smith. MLive reported on Wednesday that family members have identified the missing fisherman as 19-year-old Trenton Dobrensky. He and another man went out around 9:30 p.m. on Tuesday night in a 10-foot boat, and only one of them returned. A dive team assembled yesterday to look for the fisherman. Rescue dogs are assisting the search now, as well as a Michigan State Police chopper, the Civil Air Patrol, and around 20 volunteers. They're asking people to stay away from the area while they search. The Flint School Board met late into the night on Wednesday, but are still undecided on possible cuts for the upcoming year. In total, 6 Flint school buildings are on the chopping block with 2 potential plans in place. The board was unable to decide on either plan last night, and another meeting has been tentatively scheduled for next week to give it another shot. Under both plans discussed, the district's 2 middle schools would close and 3 high school buildings would house grades 7 through 12. There are also 3 elementary school closures possible, in addition to the Zimmerman Center, which houses Mott Adult High School. The school board cites declining enrollment and a growing deficit as the reason for the cuts. Day 3 of jury selection in the first murder trial for accused serial stabber Elias Abulazam began on Thursday morning at the Genesee County Courthouse. Abulazam is charged with murdering 3 people and attempting to murder 6 others. Prosecutors say he could be responsible for as many as 14 stabbings. Cameras have not been allowed in the courtroom by Judge Judith Frohliden, so the footage you see here is from his arraignment in 2010. Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton said if things stay on schedule, opening arguments could begin on Tuesday. Nearly 30 dogs are dead after a suspected dog fighting ring was raided in Flint earlier this week. The Genesee County Animal Control Director said the dogs were so vicious they all had to be put down as a safety precaution to the community. Genesee Sheriff Robert Piquel says the dogs were bred in one home and then trained to the point of torture in the other. One man was arrested with pending charges. His name was not released. In sports, former Michigan football coach Lloyd Carr was in Flint on Wednesday night to help raise money for the United Way. Coach Carr said he's enjoying retirement, but also expected to speak at the 90th anniversary of the Genesee County United Way. He used the opportunity to give thanks to many in the area who have continued to support Michigan football, as well as the new Mott Children's Hospital. Carr said it was a special return for Flint. He was an intern for the Mott Foundation back in 1969. Of course, he also took some time to chat football. With the success of the Wolverines last year, expectations will be high, but Coach said that's always the case at U of M. He also said he was impressed with the way the players have bought into Brady Hoke and his program. Out at the Dow, the Saginaw Sting held their weekly walkthrough, undefeated at 6-0. The Sting are one of 2 undefeated teams in the CIFL and one of 4 already in the playoffs. It's a new year and a new league, yet the story remains the same. The Saginaw Sting continue to dominate their opponents. They say it's partly because of steady ownership. They also feel they have an explosive offense and a defense that keeps getting them the ball. Head coach Fred Townsend thinks the reason is deeper than X's and O's.
Our players really understand our system. I think they are a correlation to what the Sting represents. They're community-based, they care about other people, and they do the things we ask them to do to represent what we're doing. And I think that's a huge piece for us in our program.
Wrapping things up on the diamond, Justin Verlander was unable to get the job done yesterday for the Tigers, pitching his way to a no decision in Detroit's 3-2 loss against AL Central rival Kansas City. The Royals broke a 2-2 tie in the 9th off reliever Joaquin Benoit and closed it out in the bottom half to split the rain-shortened 2-game set. The Tigers have now lost 7 of their last 9. The White Sox are on their way into town tonight for a 3-game set. Drew Smyly against Jake Peavy tonight at Comerica. First pitch at 7:05. And for more on the top stories of the day, log on to our homepage, mynbcnews.com. You can see it on the monitor right here. And don't forget, also chime in on what you read by logging into our Facebook page, NBC25 News, or hit us up on Twitter at NBC_25. Well, that's it for news and sports. Time now to head over to the Weather Center, where Janet Van De Winkle has a peek at today's forecast. Janet?
Thanks, Jared. Yes, we had some severe weather this morning. We're looking at another round to come along later on this afternoon through the evening hours. Very warm, humid air mass this afternoon into the low 80s. We'll see some peaks of sunshine, but that's only going to feel the storms a little bit more along with the humidity in the air. So we'll see these showers and storms continue until the very latest tomorrow early afternoon. After that, a calm, quiet weekend ahead.